What's going on, people? I hope you are good. I hope you're well. Blessings to you, blessings to your family. Welcome back to the Arsenal Football Channel. And international duties almost done. I say almost, but it's only what day is today? What day is today? Today is, let me see, Monday. It's only Monday. It's only Monday, but we're excited because it is the week when the English Premier League is back on the weekend. Arsenal takes on Brentford, and we're happy for that. Just the fact that the week is here, because international duty is kind of, you know how that goes. We watch it if it's on, but we're not breaking our necks to watch international football at the moment. But the international duty is still ongoing, so it is only right that we talk about what is happening in regards to our boys and their performances. And everyone is talking now about Leandro Trossard and his performance against the against I'm forgetting the name now. Azerbaijan. That's it, against Azerbaijan, and everyone is talking about the goal that he scored. He scored in the 90th minute, and he topped it off with some beautiful skills. Leandro Trossard is my guy. So when Leandro Trossard performs good, it's always a good feeling, and he always does. Most of the times, he's always 8 out of 10 times. Leandro Trossard is going to give you a good match. So shout out to Leandro Trossard. Very good performance from me. I watched the highlights, didn't watch the match, and I saw that he was absolutely banging in that game. So well done to Leandro Trossard. Martinelli has been performing for Brazil. I love watching Brazil team. Well, vintage Brazil, but you know how it goes. Brazil is playing. You want to see how they get on. Martinelli was on fire in that he scored. And Jesus for the Brazil team looks like he is going to be playing in the Argentina game. And if that is the case, it sounds as if Jesus will be back for the Brentford game. And that is very good news indeed. We want to see Jesus back. You know how important, as I always say, Jesus is for this team. That would be great news if Jesus is back. And I see him doing some acrobatics in training, so that would be a good thing to have Jesus back to his old self, which is fit and rearing to go. Kai Havertz for Germany. Kai Havertz for Germany. Left back, Kai Havertz. Listen, Kai Havertz moved out of the midfield, and he played from the left back position. Everyone was surprised to see this, but guess what? He scored Germany's first goal in that match. And so they ended up losing the match, but Kai Havertz scored, and the coach absolutely glorified Kai Havertz in that game. So shout out to Kai Havertz. That will do a world of confidence for him. So that is good in that sense for Kai Havertz. We want Kai Havertz to be scoring. We want Kai Havertz to be, back to what we know he can do, and a goal will help him to get there. So shout out Kai Havertz. Declan Rice for England didn't score. Well, he scored a goal. They recalled it because they said Harry Kane was in an offside position. I thought it was a perfectly good goal, but they called it back after they looked at it. But what I want to say about Declan Rice is I took some time to really take Declan Rice in and how he plays. And I'm telling you guys, Declan Rice, he is going to be such a good player. He is already a good player, but I say going to be because this guy is very small. His football IQ is very high. And right now, I said that Declan Rice should not play in the 8th position because I don't think he's an 8, but I am absolutely sure that this guy can get there just because he is so good in what he does. I looked at him very closely in all of the games that he played for us thus far, and I'm telling you, this guy he's one of the best readers of the game I've seen in recent times. Now that he's at Arsenal, and I'm looking. Maybe best is putting a bit too far, just because we have gone 12 games for the season. But he's so good. He's so good, and you could forgive me for saying best, but it is as if Declan Rice starts moving before the opponent plays the pass, and that's how he's able to do all the interception that he does. He's so good in intercepting the ball and driving forward. And he's not he's not the Leandro Trossard, he's not the Thomas Partey, he's not going to give you a lot of trickery, but what he does give you is heart, bravery. You will not outmuscle him. It is as if he trick his mind that he's never tired. This guy is doing some long busting runs in the 90th minutes of the match. You have to wonder, and he's quick, Declan Rice. He has some pace, man. So yeah, I put Declan Rice on my microscope, and I'm thinking this guy is going to be a world beater for us. Really, really good player, and I'm really satisfied with the purchase of Declan Rice. He's doing okay with England as well. As I said, I only watch the highlights, so I cannot comment much on the entire games that they have played. But as far as I can see, he is doing well. And we have to talk about the recent point deductions in the Premier League. Everton has gotten a 10 points deduction. 10 points is a lot of points, especially for Everton, a team who is at the lower end of the table. They're doing a bit better this season just to be slapped with this 10 points. And listen. I think this 10 points, it is very strange how people are dealing with this 10 points in terms of the pundits, the ex-players. And I say that because Arteta has been begging for the game to be enhanced in the right direction, right? And people say that he needs to be charged, he needs to be banned, all of these things, right? Now, Everton has been given a 10 points deduction for cheating, right? And all of a sudden, people are coming out and saying, they stand with Everton, blah, blah, blah. You see what's happening here? It's like the morality has been turned on its head. You know what I mean? I firmly believe that if you are caught cheating, you should be sanctioned. And you have to take whatever sanction you get, and you have to deal with it. And if my team is found to be cheating, I think they should also be sanctioned. And I must say that it is the fans that are going to feel the brunt of this, because it is the clubs that we support. But at the end of the day, you know the rules. The rules are outlaid to you, and you choose not to follow them. So I think that these sanctions are perfectly justifiable. And whatever sanctions they give you, you have to take it. There is no space for cheating. There should not be any space for cheating in sports. And it doesn't matter if it is a team that I support. If you cheat, you should be sanctioned, right? And so the question becomes, what is going to happen with Chelsea? What is going to happen with Chelsea? What is going to happen with Manchester City? Because as far as we know, Manchester City has 100+ charges. And if they sanction Everton 10 points, how many points are they going to sanction Manchester City? Manchester City will probably be out of the Premier League soon. That would be something, wouldn't it? But that's a hot topic right now. Everton and their 10-point sanction. We know that they're going to appeal it, and they're going to have their lawyers look into it and all these things, and they might end up getting like a 4-point deduction. We know how that goes. But I think if you cheat, you should definitely be sanctioned, and I have no mercy for teams who cheat, because there are teams out here who are trying to do things the right way, and you think that you should cheat your way to a trophy, or cheat your way to stay in the Premier League, when other teams are more deserving of this. And I also think if you want a trophy in this period when you cheated, it should be taken from you. Now, what it means for the teams that are placed second, I do not think they should give that trophy to the teams that are placed in second place. Why? Because I just think it will be weird. I think it's strange. What are you going to do? You're going to have an open top bus for that trophy that you won 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago. Nah, I think that would be weird. But I definitely think they should remove that trophy from the cabinets of the people who won in those periods that they cheated. So, and I began to wonder as well, will Arsenal be caught up in this? Because listen, we support these clubs, but we do not know what goes on behind the scenes. We do not know who is getting topped up. We don't know who is getting brown envelopes. We don't know. So if your team is sanctioned for something, I would say don't be very surprised. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of things that goes on in the background that we are not privy to. But hopefully, this beautiful club is not involved in any such thing. But we can just hope, right? We'll be on the watch out to see who else gets sanctioned, and as I said, hopefully we are not caught up in that. As it relates to transfers, silly season is coming around. I say silly season because this is a time when a lot of people link 5,000 players to Arsenal. Oh, this player is going to Arsenal. That player is going to Arsenal. The latest one being Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is going to Arsenal. They're doing work behind the scenes, all of that. My personal opinion is Ivan Toney will not be an Arsenal player. I don't think so. I like the player. I would like him to be a striker that Arsenal looks into, but I do not think we're going to go for Ivan Toney. As a matter of fact, I don't think we're going to get a striker in January. I think we're going to go for a midfielder because Thomas Partey cannot stay fit. So I think we might go for a midfielder. Who that midfielder is, I do not know. When the transfer season starts, I'll be looking very closely at the sources that these transfer news comes from, because I think a lot of them are a load of crap, and I'll be looking to filter some of these out and actually get transfer news from a reliable source. We know Fabrizio Romano and people like this, they are very good at the transfers and very reliable. But as it relates to transfers, the season is up on us, and we are going to start to have 1 million people linked to Arsenal. But I would say don't get excited over any of these things. Just wait until the players are actually here, if any comes in, and then we can rejoice and welcome the player. So with that being said, remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to leave a comment. As a matter of fact, I would like to say shout out to all the persons who have left a comment. I'm starting to get some comments now, and it feels exciting to get some comments and interact with the people in the comment section. Shout out to everyone. We are up to 44 subscribers the last time I checked, so that is good. We have not started this in the same amount of days, and so we are trending very nicely. So shout out to all the persons who have subscribed. Shout out to persons who have left thumbs up. Shout out to the people who have commented, and continue to do so that we can have more interactions and we can reason with each other on Arsenal Football Club and the sport in general. So with that being said, blessing to you, blessing to your family, and for now, walk good. I'll speak to you next time.